Hey guys, alright, let's just get this over with. Why are cartoons, including animation and comics, oftentimes looked upon as childish? Many people see cartoons as childish, probably because of their own experiences with them as children. However, it is unfair and unjust to view them as such. The common view amongst many people is that cartoons are just simply childish, which can be traced back to their own childhood. About 60 or so years ago, cartoons would air on American television. The shows that would air were targeted for general audiences and appealed to the children. Even 60 or so years later, a number of those children, now adults, still believe that all cartoons are meant for general audiences, children in particular. According to the cartoon early art critic, art is expected to be primitive. Primitive is defined as old-fashioned, unrefined, or unsophisticated. Many primitive cartoons air on weekday mornings and, for the most part, are all G-rated, meaning that they are for a general audience and are commonly targeted for children. Just in case you guys are falling asleep, let me try something a little different.
Is that better? Anyway, let's continue. They also air later on during the day, and the later the time, the more mature the cartoon is meant to be. Although many people see cartoons as childish, they are actually targeted for a wide variety of age groups. South Park, for example, is for mature audiences only, and it often satirizes events that children could never understand. One event that was used was 9/11. The show's creators, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, examined the different angles of the event and talked about the conspiracy of the event, all the while retaining its comedy in the show. Of course, the show manages to retain and practically disguise its genius by throwing in dirty comedy such as the famous line,
"Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastard!"
Alright, now for a new change in tone.
Of course, cartoons also entertain. However, a cartoon should not be considered childish because of the way it seems at a first glance. Concept cartoons were created in an attempt to develop an innovative teaching and learning strategy which took account of constructivist views on learning and science. Concept cartoons are a type of cartoon as well, and they teach people of all ages. If something needs to be known how to work, then a simple concept cartoon can show how it works by having a group of people explaining to each other how it works while actually using it properly. Alright, I think we're almost done here. Other cartoons also have the ability to teach and aid others in learning many things such as values, morals, cultures, and behaviors. It can sometimes benefit an individual even more so than other forms of education, such as a visual learner. Anime, which is Japanese animation, and manga, which is Japanese comics, are seen more and more in society nowadays. Many people do not see the difference between them and American cartoons, including American animation and American comics.
Alright, back to my normal voice. The genre of anime is not the same as the American concept of cartoons. Although it is a cartoon, its diverse culture tweaks its overall impression. Diverse meaning that Japanese culture is different than American culture. For example, some things that are considered inappropriate here in America are considered appropriate in Japan. One of the thought to be childish animated television shows in particular that comes straight from Japan is entitled Naruto. Of course, the Japanese culture causes the cartoon to sometimes seem strange to foreign audiences, such as Americans, but that is also what makes it so unique. The show, entitled Naruto, has been one of Japan's most popular animes. When the show was licensed in America, it aired on Cartoon Network's Saturday night block called Toonami on September 5, 2005, and it quickly became an even bigger hit. The American dubbed anime series surprisingly kept its references to alcoholism, Japanese cultural differences, mild language, mild sexual situations, and even blood and death. However, they were reduced in some instances. The plot is very serious and involves dramatic events and issues. Children probably perceive the show as a fun ninja show with action, but older audiences also see these intense issues that deal with politics, assassinations, love, relationships, advanced strategies, and just life in general. Because of these differences in the cultures, such as what is and is not acceptable, anime and American cartoons are very different. So, why is it that this amazingly popular and multi-fan spawning series is quickly frowned upon if a person who has no idea what it is comes across it on television? Well, for one thing, it is being aired on Cartoon Network, which is known for its various mix of both adult and children's cartoons. The thing is, the adult cartoons go on later on during the day and at nighttime, including early in the morning, when most people are asleep. So, When parents or any adults are watching television, and if they flip to Cartoon Network, as well as many other television channels with animation airing on it, they will most likely see a children's program. But just because they saw the channel airing children's cartoons does not mean it doesn't show adult cartoons too. Also, because of all the bright colors usually seen in animation, it would be more appealing to children, making others think that it is targeted only for children. As for comics, the people who place the stereotypes on the animations and the channels also see the comics similarly, and never bother to take a look at them. This includes the part about the colors in some cases, those people that then think that they are just another form of children's entertainment, when they are also meant for various ages, and in some cases, more mature audiences. Well, that's it. I gotta go. See ya, folks. Oh, and one more thing from the secret stash of banned cartoons.